Hello everyone, my name is Sayed. Today in this class, we are going to discuss about digit manipulation. Okay, let's see what chapter objectives we have. The first will be discuss about the overview of the digit manipulation, what exactly this digit manipulation and why we require, in which scenario we are going to use this digit manipulation. Next, the classification of the digit manipulation means where we have different methods where we can be apply the digit manipulation. Okay. And next, digit manipulation on the gateway. Yes, we can be manipulate the digit manipulation on the gateway. We can be manipulate the digits on the COC and this one. First, we are going to be discuss that one on call manager, how we can be manipulate the numbers. Okay. How we can manipulate the number, what different options you have, and when you can be manipulate the number will be discussed. Then we'll be getting to the gateway part. On the gateway, how we can able to be manipulate the number, and there how many different methods available to be manipulate the number, this one. And this is the very important topic. Why? Because maybe if you go to the interview, they may not ask anything from the digit manipulation, but in every organization, okay, they'll be implement this digit manipulation. Every you take any company, any organization, obviously there will be a digit manipulation for one or the other reason. They'll be configured, they'll be implement this digit manipulation here. So let's get into the overview of the digit manipulation. What exactly this digit manipulation? In generally, manipulation means what? Changing. Okay. Digit manipulation means we are changing the digits here, this one. Okay. What type of digits you are changing and why you are changing these digits? Let's see. Digit manipulation, it is used to change calling party and call party numbers. What is calling party? Source is the calling party. Who is initiating the call is the calling party. And which number you are trying to dial, to whom you want to be connect or reach, that's the called party. So you have a concept of ANI and DNI, right? For the calling, we call it as ANI, okay, automatic number identification, DNI, dial number identification, that's a call party. If you want to change this calling number and call number, we use the digit manipulation. Now the question is here, why you have to manipulate? Why you have to change this number? So that's the depend on the different scenario here. Example here. So let me explain you. Depend on the different scenario, we are going to manipulate the number. So I'm having the call manager, COCF. And we have few phones registered here. Then I'm having a gateway. That's a voice gateway. Then we have connected to the provider. It can be any provider. Either it's a PSTN or ITS. It can be anything, this one. Okay. So we have the any provider here in this one. Now, here there is one subscriber. Its number is 98454999471. Example. This is the number. Okay. Now, internally, we have assigned the 4-digit or 5-digit extension. For an example, we have 646 2001 646 20002. This is how we have the internal extension. So this is the 7-digit extension we have. So some organization, they'll go with the 4-digit or 5-digit also the internal extension. Now, whenever you want to make a call from internal to external, okay, if the call is routing via ITSP or PSTN, that should be E.164 format, right? The number should be E.164. Then only the call will be routed via PSTN. If the number is not into E.164 format, okay, then automatically what happens? Call will be get dropped here, this one. Example, I'm dialing 98454999471. Okay, here before to this one, we have the +91. So that is into the completely E.164 format. Okay, we have the country code, area code and everything. Okay. That's how we can be configure that one. Okay, area code, country code and everything we have. That we can be configure this one. Now, whenever if the call wants to be routed via PSTN, okay, both calling number and call number should be into E.164 format. Both calling number and call number should be E.164 format. Sometimes, yes, it's not every provider, depend on the provider until majority of the time what happen, it should be into E.164 format. Sometimes what happen, different provider, they accept a different number. Okay, that's a depend on the provider here, this one. Okay, if it is matching the even the see, not only the call number, even your calling number should be into the E.164 format. For an example, from this phone I'm dialing 6062001. When I'm dialing from this 6062001, and this is into the E.164, okay, that's my call number. What about the calling number? The calling number, this 6062001, that is not into the E.164 format. Then is it possible to dial? It's not possible to dial here. Why? Because both calling and call should be to the format. So in this case, what happened here? You had to manipulate this 6062001 to your DAD number. Okay. Example, maybe I'm having plus 9180. Okay. 9180 45 632XX. That's how we have the DAD range. That means 918045732001. This 646 we have added extra here, this one. This last 4-digit 2001 that we have taken from the DAD range here, this one. Okay. That's how what we have to do, or what we have done. We have to be configure the DAD number. Now what happened here, whenever if I'm calling from this phone, internally, it has to display the same number, 6462001. But when I'm calling from here to outside, externally, so it has to be displayed this number. And my calling number should be this, and call number should be this. But internally, this 7-digit only here. Externally, when I'm going, it has to be displayed this number here. Now I want to manipulate this number. See which number we are manipulating? Calling number, right? If you are not manipulating, what happens? PSTN will not route. Because if the PSTN wants to be route, if any call is coming to the PSTN, okay, the PSTN, both calling and call number should be the E.164 format. Got it? This is the one reason why you have to be manipulate this one. Okay, to manipulate your calling number, we have many options in the call manager. In a different places, you can be manipulate that one. What is that different options we have that we can be look into that one? Okay, I'm just giving an example why we have to be manipulate the number. Okay, the another reason here, so you are calling from the outside to inside. See, inside we have what? 6062001 we have. That's 7-digit. But from the outside, I'm dialing what? This DAD number I'm dialing. Okay, when the call is coming, hitting on the gateway, from the gateway, the call is coming to the CUCM. Now, from the provider to gateway, gateway to CUCM, we are getting the completely 10-digit extension. Now, this 10-digit, we will have to be convert to the 7-digit. We have to manipulate. Again, there also we have to manipulate the digit number. Now, which number we are manipulating? Call number. We are manipulating which number? Call number here. Because this is the calling and this is the call here, this one. See, depend on the scenario and depend on the situation, what we are doing. We are going to be manipulate different numbers. The calling number and call number, we are going to be manipulate this one. Okay. So this is how there are different reasons we have. Okay. Why you have to be manipulate, or some calls you want to block. Some, unnecessary calls, some any other calls you want to be blocked. That also we can be blocked by using the digit manipulation here, this one. And this digit manipulation, we can be implement on the call manager and we can be implement on the gateway also. The implementing here is a different process. The implementing here is a different process. Now you can be manipulate anywhere here, this one. But now we are going to be discuss how we can be manipulate the number on the call manager. If it is required, how we can be manipulate the number. Digit manipulation is also used to strip PSTN access code before CUCM route calls to the gateway. You remember, whenever we want to make external call, we create route patterns. And when we create a route pattern, we give the extra digit. First, we are telling 9, then some number, 8, some number. But 9 or 8, that is access code. Okay. only for the fast processing. Okay, we'll be creating some access code, or some security reason we create some access code. But actually 8 or 9, whatever the number you are dialing, or 0 you are dialing, or 00 you are dialing, 01 you are dialing. So it has to be matched that number in the call manager. Okay, but that number should not forward to the gateway. So that has to be stripped in the call manager itself. Again, that we can be done by using the digit manipulation. Inbound call from the PSTN can be received with a 10-digit call party length, but in the internal dial plan might use only a subset of those numbers, 4 or 5, right? From the outside, when we are dialing complete DAD number 10-digit, but internally we have only 4 or 5 digit extension. It has to be converted from 10 to 4 or 5 digit extension. For that also, we require manipulation. Same thing, PSTN access, the second point. So maybe we can configure 0, 8, 9, but it has to be stripped that far. Means only the after 089, whatever the number I'm dialing, it has to be carried. Before to 089, whatever the 089, it has to be stripped. But to process this call, it has to be matched that number. So it has to be manipulated and it has to be stripped that number. For this reason, again, we can use the digit manipulation. Okay. For outgoing also, incoming also, to block the any incoming call also, or any outgoing call you want to block, for every reason, we will be using the digit manipulation. And also we use for the short dialing. Short dialing is what? You want to press 1, it has to connect to the HR internally. Press 2, it has to connect to the security. Press 3, it has to connect to your PA. For example, CEO is dialing. That is called short dialing. To make the short dialing also, what you can require, you can manipulate the number, this one. So this is about the digit manipulation. Got it? Again, E.164 format we require, right? Whenever we are making a call, the calling number should be to the E.164 format. Like the classification of the digit manipulation means to manipulate this number, we have two different methods. So one is translation pattern and another one is transformation patterns. Okay. With the translation pattern also, we can be manipulate the number. Okay. With the transformation pattern also, we can be manipulate the number here, this one. So that is the difference between the translate. So there is a difference. What is translation pattern and transformation pattern here? So I'll straightforward go and I'll configure the digit manipulation. Then you can be able to be understand what exactly all this classification here, this one. Okay. Next, we have the digit manipulation on the gateway. So what I'm going to do, we have the scenario is like this. So let me explain the topology. We have a CUCM. Then we have the phones. It's having the extension 606, 2001 or 606, 201413. This is how 13 something extension we have internally. Then we have a gateway. Then we have ITSP. Then here in the ITSP, we have one phone. That is the provider phone here, this one. Okay. Now, I'm going to configure one DAD here, this one. Okay. So what I'm going to here configure here, this one. Okay. The DAD range is +9180 2246 2XXX. This is the DAD range we have. In this DAD range, taken the last 4 digit, we have assigned as an internal extension. Along with this, the 606 as a site code we have configured this one. This is how we have done here, this one. Now, I'm calling from here to here. When I'm calling, actual my number is 6062014. Internally, when I'm dialing, it has to display the same number. But when I'm calling from here to here, so it has to display this DAD number. Okay. That we have to be manipulate here. So how we can manipulate, how we can be do it, we'll see that one first. Okay. So that's how the scenario I'm having. Let me bring my phone. I'm going to up the two phones here. Okay. Its extension is 6012013. Its extension is 6012014. Let me dial internally first, 6012014. See, getting a call from 6012013, right? That's my internal extension, same I'm getting. But when I'm dialing from the same phone to this, the PSTN number, okay, let me dial 101 only. I don't know whether it rings or not. Okay, maybe we have created 9101. Okay. Okay, see, and now I'm dialing here to 9101. But here from what exactly I'm dialing? 6012013 here I'm getting, right? But actually, this is my lab scenario. It's accepting, I'm getting a call. But in the production network, it will not accept. Why? Because provider will be check the calling number. This calling number 6012013, it's not a E.164 number. But instead of this one, it has to be get what? DID number. What is my DID number for this phone here? Okay. It has to be displayed like this one. Okay. My number should be plus 918022462013. It has to be displayed this number. But now I'm getting what? 6012013. Okay. How you can be configure this one? It's very simple. Now go to the device, phone. There are many ways we can be manipulate the number. Not in one place here. In the call manager, in the many ways we can manipulate the number. Fine. I'll just get into that phone. Go to the particular line from which you are dialing the number. Get into the line page. Get into the line page. Okay. Scroll down. Here, line 1. Can you see this one? This is the display caller ID for internal. Internally, it can be displayed. For an example, so let me copy this Arbaz Khan. Save. I'll just remove this number. Only Arbaz Khan. Arbaz Khan. Text also. Line text label. Line text label means here it is displaying only 60 number. Now here it will be display Arbaz Khan 6012013. Okay. That is the line label here. And the above to one, the caller ID means whenever if I dial internally, it will be display the Arbaz Khan. Say for an example, I'm going to dial again internally. So 6012014 I'm dialing. It's getting a number right here. Now instead of the number, it has to display Arbaz Khan, it has to display. For that reason, we configure this one. Now here is the option. Can you see this one? External phone number mask. Here you have to configure your DID number. So my DID number is plus 918022462013. That's my actually the 2013. That is the 4-digit, right? I have to take last 4-digit as a 2013 here. Okay, I'm going to save this one. See, you get the changes also here. Now it's displaying the 6012013, right? See, it's changed to the DID. Whatever the phone number mask you configure, it will be displayed on the above of the phone, that one. See now, Arbaz Khan. This is the external mask, Arbaz Khan, because line page we have configured, right? Line label. Okay, now I'm going to dial 6012014. Can you see this one? Now I'm getting the Arbaz Khan. So that's my internal here. Now, what about the external? Now, earlier when I have dialed to the external, it was displaying the same again 6012013. Now, let's try and see what number it is going to be displayed. Okay, still we are getting Arbaz Khan 6012013 only here, this one. Okay, it's not displaying my caller ID here. Okay, let's see that one. Because manipulation happens in many ways. Okay, when always what happen in the line label, a phone external mask, we give the DAD number. You go to any company, we configure the same way here. Maybe last 4 digit I have given 2013. They'll configure XXX. Means take it as a both are same. XXX or explicitly can be provided. Now I had to check it out the route pattern here. Okay, I don't have any translation pattern. So the route pattern means external call. We go with the route pattern, right? So the route pattern we have created 9.101. See, 9 it's going to be stripped, only 101 it's sending. This is the one. Okay, emergency call here. Here, can you see this one? In the route pattern, we have an option called calling party transformation. Can you see this one? Calling means what? Calling, ANI. From which phone you are initiating the call. There is an option here, use calling party's external phone number mark. This you have to check. If you check this one, now what happened here, for any of the phone, if there is a external phone number mask is configured, it's going to be used that number as the calling number. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here, I'll take it here. I have applied. Again, I'm going to dial 9101. Dial. Now can you see this one? Plus 918022462013 I'm getting. Earlier it was not getting. Now it's getting. Okay, this number where we have configured on external phone number mask we have configured this one. So this is how you can be configure your, you can manipulate your calling number. Calling number, external phone number mask you have to be configured, and again the route pattern we have to check that one. If you have not checked, then it will not use it. Got it? So this is how we can be manipulate the number. Clear? How calling party we are manipulating? Okay, one thing. Next, I am going to show you that one, short dialing. Short dialing. Short dialing means press 1, it has to go to somewhere. Example, I am going to take these two phones. Only press 1. If I want to dial, it has to connect to 601200014. Okay. For this one, what I am going to do here, this one, I want to create a translation pattern. Translation pattern, it is used to manipulate calling number and call number. Okay. Go to the call routing. Translation pattern. See if there is any pattern. Oh, we have already some pattern. Okay. Pattern is 1. I'm creating. Then you can give a partition, description, and everything. Okay. Connect to 6012014. Connect to. Okay. This one. Then scroll down here. Urgent priority is not required. Outside dial tone is not also required here. Okay. CSS. I'm not giving any CSS also. See, under the call party, not calling party. Call means if I want to press 1, I'm trying to manipulate the call number, right? So here call party transfer mask should be 6012014. Let's see the CSS. I don't know partition CSS, what it's happening, how it's working. Maybe, okay. Now I'm going to be, check it out. I'm going to press 1. Okay, maybe once again, CSS I'll be assigned. Oh, it's taking some delay. It's coming. Can you see this one? It's waiting 10-15 seconds interdigit timeout. Okay. Say I'm just pressing 1 and the call is connecting here. So I'm going to do it one more time. Press 1. Dial. Okay. Let's wait for some time.
Urgent, I'll take that urgent and priority.
Yeah, that's it. Even the interdigit timeout concept we have, right? It will be wait for 10-15 seconds. If the other that is not coming, see now the call is coming here. So that's how for the translation pattern we use, okay, to manipulate the number. So here you can manipulate any number. What number you want to manipulate? Call number also you can be manipulate, or you want to manipulate the calling number also you can be manipulate here this one. Okay. So now I'm calling external phone number mask I have configured on the phone, right? If you want to manipulate here also you can manipulate that. Okay. So for an example, I can configure like this. I'll copy one more. I'll configure like this 99101. If I dial 99101, it has to be connected to the external number 101. Getting the point? I am dialing 99101, but it has to be connected to this emergency 101. This is the number I'm dialing. Okay. But manipulation should be here, called party. Okay. Actually, to go outside, we require what? Road pattern. So I am going to give 9101. Okay. So what happened here in this one? Whenever if I dial 99101, yes, it's matching 99101. That's the translation pattern. If this pattern is matching, we have to manipulate. What number we have to manipulate? Call number we have to manipulate. We have to manipulate from 991012. We have to manipulate to 9101 here, this one. So 9101 is what? Route pattern we have this one. Okay. That's the emergency number. Then it goes outside here. Okay. Let's see. Nine nine one zero one I'm dialing. Cannot reach the number. Maybe I have given already. Okay. Hold on. Oh, emergency partition. This is into the different partition. So what I'm going to do here, I'll just get into the class of control. Oh, that's content, right? CS is internal. It contains emergency also, right? No. Emergency, it's not contained. Let's see now. 99101. Say, the call is going now. Actually, I'm telling what? 99101. If I dial 99101, it's going to the translation pattern. There it's connecting to 9101. 9101 is the route pattern. Route pattern is going outside. This is how, however you want, you can be manipulated. For incoming also, outgoing also, you can be manipulated. Translation pattern, it is used to manipulate the number of both calling number and call number. See, on phone also I'm manipulating external phone number mask. Route pattern also we are manipulating. Translation pattern also we are. There are many ways where you can be manipulate the number. Clear? Okay, I'll pause the video for 5 minutes and come back. Okay, so now what happened here? In a different places we can be manipulated. One, let me come from the beginning. Okay, one where we can be manipulated. On the line page we can be give the number, but actually it's not manipulating. What exactly number it has to be displayed? Yes, that's also a part of the manipulation. One is on the line page, external phone number mask we have. So what number you have this one, it's going to be displayed that number. Right? This is the one. Next, if you have created any translation pattern. So I'll just go to the translation pattern. So that's the what? 99101, right? Now, let me bring my phone up. I'm going to dial something number 99101. What number is coming? Plus 918022462013, which is we have configured on the external phone number mask. Now I am having what? Translation pattern here. Here also I can manipulate that number. Okay. How I can manipulate that number? If you scroll down, what I want to manipulate, calling number or call number? Calling number, right? Okay. Go to the calling party transformation. Go to the calling party transformation. Here, I can give calling party transform mask. Can you see here this one? Here, what I'm going to do it. 3232456. This is the number I'm configuring. 3232456. Okay. And one more thing, I'll just go to the route pattern. I'll remove that one. External phone number. External phone number mask we have, right? I'll uncheck that one. This is the one. Okay. I'm going to uncheck this one. Okay. Before to that, what transfer mask we have configured here in the calling? Calling party 3232456. Let's see whether it's up working or not. Okay. 99101. Okay. Still it's getting the plus 91 something, that one. Now I'll go to the route pattern. I'll uncheck this, save this one. Again, I'm going to dial 99101. Can you see this one? 3232456. Where we have configured that one? On the translation pattern. Okay. Now, I'll go to the route pattern. Here also we can manipulate. I'm showing in which different places we can be manipulate the number. On the line page, phone number mask. On the translation pattern also, we can manipulate the calling number. On the route pattern also, we can be manipulate the number. So now I'll go to the route pattern. Again, what number we are manipulating? Calling party. Now here I'm giving, okay, 9845000.
You have to check that.
No. 98450000 number I have configured. Okay, now if I am connecting to 101, what number it displays? We have three numbers. One phone number must we have. 13232 something which we have configured on the translation. Another is 9845000. We have this one. Three different numbers we have. Which number is going to be displayed now?
985.
Huh? Okay, let's see. 99101. 9845000. Okay, this means we can manipulate the number on the line page. We can manipulate the number on the translation pattern. We can manipulate the number on the route pattern. Always it will be take the who is having the more priority. Route pattern will be having the more priority. If there is no route pattern, translation pattern having the more priority. If there is no translation pattern, then line it will be having. This is how who is having. So you can manipulate the number anywhere, but who is having the more priority means route pattern will be having the more priority. Next is translation. Next is line. So you have configured line also, you have configured translation also, and route pattern also. But it will be take route pattern because this is having the more priority. This is how manipulation happens. And in interview, they'll ask. Suppose if I'm dialing number, for example, I'm dialing one number. That number is matching with the translation pattern also and route pattern also. Which one it takes? Which is having the more priority for the manipulation. That is how actually what happened, how the manipulation happened. Even in the route pattern, we have a hierarchy, right? Route list. We have a route list, right? See, here also we can manipulate on the route group. Under the route list, get into the route group. Here also calling and call party it takes. So line page, translation pattern, line group. So the route pattern we have, right? Route list. Okay. Then route pattern. So route pattern will be having the highest privileges. Got it? This is all. And we can manipulate on the gateway and trunk also. Go to the device. We have a trunk, right? To the trunk, SIP trunk we have. Call manager to the gateway. What trunk we have? SIP trunk. Oh, which one we have, man? So there are many SIP trunk is configured. Who created all these things? Huh? That is different. incoming, we can do it. Okay, got it now, the manipulation. Okay, we have one more thing here. There are two concepts we have in the manipulation. One is the translation pattern we have. The another one is the transformation pattern we have. Okay, so both we can manipulate the number of the calling and call. Translation pattern also we can be manipulate. Translation pattern also we manipulate, and transformation also we manipulate this one. What is the difference between the translation pattern and transformation pattern? And this is an interview question also, this one. So what happened here, whenever you are calling, the call flow, how it goes? What and all the components it get involved in the call flow? Say I'm dialing a number. Okay. So when I'm dialing a number, so there are many components get involved, right? Example here. What number I'm dialing? Okay. For an example, that number, whether it's a translation pattern number, route pattern. So I'm dialing one number. Always the first call goes to the translation pattern. Okay. From here, then it goes to the route pattern. Then from the route pattern, it goes to the gateway, the trunk or whatever the gateway you have this one. From the gateway, it goes to the provider. This is how the call flow comes, right? The components is involved here in this one. Okay. Now, if you manipulate the number in the translation pattern, this is within the call manager. Still, it has not selected the path, right? Whether which path the call has to be route, where actually the path is going to be selected on the route pattern, then the gateway it will be selecting. Okay. In the translation pattern, if you manipulate the number, before it's selecting the gateway, it's going to manipulate the number. Before it's selecting the whatever the gateway trunk you have, it's going to manipulate the number. See, here it's already manipulated, then it's coming to the route pattern. Then after it's selecting the gateway. Now we have the another concept. This is called transformation pattern. Okay. Here also you can manipulate the calling and call party number. Okay. When here it's going to manipulate, once it select the gateway. For an example, you are dialing the number. When you are dialing the number, finally it selected the gateway. Via which gateway or the trunk the call has to be routed. Then it's going to manipulate the number. Got it? Okay. Translation pattern also it is used to manipulate the calling and call number. Transformation pattern also it is used to manipulate the calling and call number. What is the difference between the translation pattern and transformation pattern? Translation pattern, before it reaches to the gateway or the trunk, it's going to manipulate the number. Okay. In the transformation pattern, once it select which gateway, via which gateway the call is routing, then it's going to manipulate the number. That's how this transformation and translation pattern works. Okay, they'll ask in the interview this one. What is the difference between the translation and transformation pattern? Got it? Okay. Now what I'm going to do here, this one, I have route pattern, right? Let me remove that manipulation. This is the 19101 which we have dialing. I'm going to delete this so that it will be take the translation pattern number. So now what I'm going to do here, this one, I'm going to remove this also. So that now it will be take the line one, but still on the gateway, on the translation or somewhere, we have to be apply, use the external phone number mask. Now what we can do here, this one, let me create one partition first. transform PT. That means this is for transformation
Right.
pattern. Okay. Next, after that, I'm creating one CSS. Transform CSS. Under this, I am going to associate that transform partition. Save that. Okay, one partition and CSS I've created separately. Now I'll go to the call routing. I'll go to the transformation pattern calling party. Find to see if there is any calling party transformation is created. Zero record found. I'm going to create new one. See here. So whenever you dial this pattern, particular pattern, it has to be manipulated to this number. Okay. So here, just actually we have plus 9180222456 something we have, right? So now what I'm going to do here, this one 7890. I'll just give 7890, and the partition I'll be give transform partition. Okay. Calling party transformation pattern. So again, you can give here this one, whatever you want, calling party transformation, what you want to be, mask the number. Something I'm missing, man. 1 second. Anyhow, so I'll go to the device, go to the phone. This is the phone. Scroll down here. Here we have calling party transformation CSS, right? Uncheck this. Now transform CSS. Apply this. Okay. Okay. It's somewhere something I'm missing. Six zero one 2013, right? That one. Can you see here? 7890. Got it. Now I'm manipulating the number. Whenever from this number, if I am dialing, it has to be manipulate to this as a 7890 number. That is how we can manipulate. Now here also manipulating. Translation pattern also we are manipulating. What is the difference? When it is this one is applying, once it finally select right gateway, via which gateway the call has to go, then it's applying this manipulation. Translation pattern, what happens? Still we have not decided the gateway. We are manipulating, then we are going to the route pattern, then the gateway is selecting, then the call is going. So this is the difference. The both translation pattern and transformation pattern we used to be manipulate the calling number and called number. The difference is before it select the gateway. For example, whenever we are calling, there are different components it gets involved. The call flow it comes. For example, I'm telling a number. First, the translation pattern comes, then route pattern comes, then gateway it selects. So in the translation pattern, what happens? Before it's selecting the gateway, the path, it will be manipulating the number. Why? Because after manipulation is happening, then it goes to the route pattern, then the path is selecting and it will be going to the gateway. In the transformation pattern, what happens? So first it will be selecting the path. So something number I'm telling, maybe it's a translation pattern, maybe still we have the translation pattern there. Why? Because 99101 I'm telling. 99101, that is the translation pattern I've created. It's matching translation pattern. Then it's going to the route pattern. Then the route pattern is selecting the route list is selecting the gateway. After that, the transformation pattern is applying on that one. So how you can apply the transformation? So from which phone you are dialing, there you have to check the CSS of the transformation pattern. That is the configuration we have a different. So that is the difference between the translation. Translation pattern, before it's selecting the gateway, it manipulate the number. Transformation pattern, once it selects the gateway, it will be manipulate the number. That is actually the answer. But in the interview, you have to explain that one. The call for and everything. That is the true and that's actually the answer. But still they are going to ask how they'll ask. Okay. So if you explain with the component, call for and everything, what is happening in the translation pattern, what is happening in the transformation. So that is the answer. So that's the very important questions in an interview. What is the difference between the translation pattern and transformation pattern? Both we use for manipulation. Okay. When it manipulates, that is what it depends on the patterns here. This one. Clear? Any doubts? Any questions? You got it? How many ways? How many different methods where we can manipulate the number? This is how we can manipulate the number. And this is we are manipulating on the CUCM. And you want to, from the outside, something call is coming. 10 digit it's coming. You want to convert to the 6 digit. Translation pattern. Okay. For example, 10 digit DID is coming. You want to manipulate to the 4 digit or 5 digit or 6 digit. Translation pattern can be created. So this is how we can manipulate the numbers on the solve manager. The same manipulation we have on the gateway level also. That will be discussed in the next class. So any questions, any queries before we wind up the class?